Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Elmo. It's good to have you along. Today I'm taking a look at the Strymon Sunset and comparing it with the Boss Angry Driver. So I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so the Strymon and the Boss are kind of similar because they feature two pedals in one, in a sense. The Angry Driver does actually feature two pedals in one. It features the Boss Blues Driver and the JHS Angry Charlie in one pedal. The functionality is pretty much the same as in the Strymon Sunset. The Strymon Sunset has an A and B side to it, so you can get two different pedals, but you can choose between three pedals on either side, so it's a bit more versatile. The price for a Boss is roughly $200 and €200 here in Europe, whereas you have to pay a bit more for the Strymon Sunset. I think it was $80 more in the US and somewhere around €140 more here in Europe. Anyway, I'll get these hooked up and play a bit and talk a bit about the different features. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have everything set up. What else do I have going here? I have a mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJ and Fury pickups going into a Marshall 50-watt plexi into a Marshall cab. I also have a delay in the loop, and this is what it all sounds like. So my clean sound isn't entirely clean. The plexi really never is. Okay, so I'll start by checking out the two separate sides in the Strymon and comparing it with the Angry Driver. And here's the Angry Driver first. So this is the Blues Driver side of the Angry Driver, and I have a kind of crunchy tone set up there, and this is what that sounds like. Yeah, so that's what that sounds like. And here's side B on the Strymon Sunset. Now, I won't go into the details of everything in the Strymon or indeed the Boss because I've done reviews of both separately. You can check out the reviews in the description below. But I have a crunchy sound set up on the Strymon Sunset. It's the two-stage overdrive on side B, and this is what that sounds like. I like the sound of both. Okay, so now I'll check out the other side, the more high gain thing, where I have the JHS on the Boss and something else on the Strymon. So here's the JHS, which has a lot more drive going on now. Okay, I'll add a bit of drive to that still. So that's the JHS side of the Angry Driver. Now, at this point we come to something that the Sunset, where the Sunset is clearly better than the Boss. The Sunset has an inbuilt noise gate, so when I activate the Strymon, you get this, nothing. When I activate the Boss, you get this. That's not lots of noise, but I still don't have a ton of gain going on. So if I add more gain, you get this. So you need a separate noise gate with the bus if you're planning on using loads of drive. I have a noise gate here as well, but the Strymon has an inbuilt noise gate, so you don't need a separate noise gate. So in fact, the Strymon isn't that much more expensive. You get more stuff for, well, slightly more money, but still you get more stuff built in. So I have to use the noise gate, and here's the Angry Driver with way more gain. That's too much gain, but still, you get the idea. Here's the Strymon Sunset with basically what would be my kind of go-to sound. Very nice indeed. Okay, so one thing that you can do with both pedals is that you can run one side of the pedal into the other side and change the sound that way. And that's a great thing to have because it gives you more flexibility when playing live. So you can run either side into the other, or you can run them in parallel. The way I have it set up now is that I have the slightly crunchy tone going into the more high gain tone, so that should affect the overall sound. Well, we'll see how it affects the overall sound. So here's the Angry Driver first. And again, need the noise gates. With the Angry Driver, I found that running the Blues Driver into the JHS makes for a better lead type sound than just running the JHS on its own or the Blues Driver on its own. Now, on the Strymon Sunset, I now have the B side going into the A side, and we'll see what that sounds like. Here's just the A side. Before I go on, I know this is too much drive. And here's the B side. And here are both. It's very nice indeed. Okay, so whatever you prefer it's a subjective thing. You might like the Angry Driver more, you might like the Strymon Sunset more. Sound is all very subjective. Personally, I like the Strymon a bit more. And what's great about the Strymon is that you have the inbuilt noise gate. Now, another thing that you get with the Strymon that you don't get with the Angry Driver is that you can program a favorite sound. So with a separate foot switch, you can activate another sound, which is absolutely brilliant. So you get more flexibility. The Angry Driver is very flexible, but you need a separate foot switch to control stuff on the go. So in that sense also, it's maybe not as affordable as it seems. Well, $200 isn't exactly cheap, but the Strymon Sunset does seem a bit expensive compared to the Boss, but you do get more features kind of in the box. And you get the added bonus of, if you want to, you can get a separate pedal to get a favorite sound. Yeah, so with the Boss, you need a noise gate, a separate noise gate, and you need a separate pedal to control the different functions of the pedal, whereas with the Strymon you can get by with just the Strymon and if you want to, you can get a separate foot switch to activate the favorite bit. As it is, the Strymon is very flexible even without the favorite thing. So yeah, for me, definitely I'd go with the Strymon. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment. Let me know which one you preferred. And if you have something else that's similar, basically two pedals in one, that you'd like to see me review, or just let me know. And subscribe if you haven't already. And support me on Patreon, because I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. I'll end by playing a bit on the Strymon Sunset, because basically I'm thinking this might be my favorite pedal apart from the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive. It's definitely more versatile and I really like it. Yeah, I hope to see you in another one. Take care. Goodbye.